Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Scrabble Blank by Stuart Sharpe. So this continues our celebration of Sudoku Adventure 1000. And this one was inspired by Palfly Kampling's very lovely Scrabble Tiles series, which has very nearly run all the way from A to Z now, and has been a consistent, joyful contribution to Sudoku Adventure. So if you've been following along with Sudoku Adventure, you've played, I'm sure, at least one of the Scrabble Tile ones from Palfly. He is indeed almost done. As a lover of both Sudoku and Scrabble, I wanted to play tribute to Palfly's work with the only tile left in the bag, the blank tile. All right, so as you can see, he has drawn the blank tile here. All right, so let's go over the rules. We have normal 0 through 5 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, in each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 0 through 5 exactly once each. You heard that right? We also have X sums outside the grid. So digits outside the grid indicate the sum of the first n digits, where n is the digit in the closest cell to the clue. So let's take this 8. Let's say this was a 3. Then that would mean that we take these 3 cells, including itself, and these need to add to 8. So because this is a 3, we take 3 cells, and they need to add to 8, which is the clue outside. We already have 3, so we need 5 more. So we could do, say, 3, 1, 4. And that would add to 8. Another option would be 2, 6, because we're taking 2 cells now, and 2 plus 6 is 8. All right, and that is it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like. Oh, I used 6 though, did I? Sorry, 6 isn't in the puzzle. But anyway, those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So that's actually a hint to the 8 here. I didn't mean to do that. But 6 isn't in the puzzle. So obviously 0 isn't going to work. Taking 0 cells out makes us add to 0. 1 doesn't work. Taking 1 cell, there's a 1 in there right now, so that makes us add to 1. 2 would need 2 cells to add to 8. It would be 2, 6, but 6 does not exist in this puzzle. It's 0 through 5. And then 4 is too big. Oh, is 4 too big? Hold on. Maybe not. A 3 would make these two add to 5. So we could do 0, 5, or we could do 1, 4. I have to think about zeros here. Now 4 normally would be too big in a 1 to 6, but in a 0 to 5, we could definitely use a 0. We'd have to. And then these two would add to 4 with 1, 3. Okay. We definitely aren't going to be able to do 5 digits, though. So this is a 3 or a 4. All right. How about this 11? 11's interesting. Normally 11's not possible, because in a 1 to 6, if you put a 4 here, the minimum is 1, 2, 3, which adds to 10. We'd have to add 1 to something. But we're not allowed to touch the 4, because we're trying to put a 4 there. And we can't add 1 to the 1, the 2, or the 3, or to repeat a digit. So normally you can't do 11, but in 0 to 5, I guess you can. So I still don't think 4 works, though. So we need these 3 digits to add to 7. Ooh, we could do like 0 to 5, right? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 2 plus 4 plus 5 is 11. Can we do 5 digits? So our these would add to 11, so our outie would have to be, let's see, 0 through 5 adds to 15. So our outie would be a 4. So we just fill the other digits that aren't 4 here, and that 5 works. Now does 3 work? These two would add to 8. 3 can't do 2, 6, can't do 3, 5, can't do 4, 4. So I think we can't actually do 3. So I think our options are 4 or 5. Interesting. This 0 is a 0. I guess you could have seen that earlier. 2 is interesting. We have to do 2, 0. That's the only way that's going to work. Because a 1 is only ever adding to 1, 0 adds to, and 3 is too big already. So we have to do 2, and then we add a 0 to it to get to 2. 6, without using the 2, feels like it's got to be 3 or 4 at least. So 3, how would we do 3 actually? These two would add to 3. We can't repeat the 3s. We'd have to do 1, 2. So we'd have a 1 here and a 2 here. So that's one option. If it's a 4, then these 3 add to 2, which we still can't do. Even with a 0, our minimum is 3. Okay. So this is 3. That is 4. Okay. So this then has to be, these add to 6. So this has to be adding to 3. Can't do 0, 3. So it has to be 1, 2. So this is our 1. This is our 2. Just double checking. And so then this is where the 4 goes. This is where the 5 goes. All right. So this is a 0, 1 pair. We know that's 1, that's 0. And then down here we need 2, 3, 5. Okay. So now these 4 add to 8, meaning these 3 add to 4. We're going to have to use a 0 somewhere. And then the other 2 add to 4, which is going to be 1, 3, because 4 is gone. So this has to be the 3. And I guess this is a 0, 1 pair. And just to double check, 1, 3, 4 does add to 8. Okay. And so then this is the 2, 5. What else we got? Is it this 11? Or is there Sudoku? 1 is in one of these two. Oh, we have the 7 here that I haven't thought about. I doubt we can do 7 and 5. Our outie would be a 0, so we'd be adding to 15. So this is 2 and this is 5, and that does add to 7. Okay, so that 7 there seems to be resolving this 2, 5 here. 2 is placed in this box here. It's in one of these two. All right, 5 is in one of these two. What is this? We have the 1 down here, 2, and we have 3, 4. This is 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to have to think about this 11. Okay, so if we were a 5, what was our outie again? We had to 15. So our outie brings us from 11 to 15, which is 4. So if this is a 5, that's a 4. Otherwise, this would be a 4, and our outie is still adding to 4. So no matter what, our outies add to 4. So if this is 4, then this would have to be 2 plus 2, and that doesn't work. Okay, so I think the 4 doesn't work anymore. Here's my logic. These 4 would add to 11. These 2 would make up the difference to 15, so they'd have to add to 4. The only way to do that is 2 plus 2 if we have a 2 involved, and that doesn't work. So this is going to be the 5. This is going to be 4. This is 5. This is 3. All right, this will just work itself out. So I think it's just Sudoku now. We need a 3 here. Need a 3 here and a 3 here. 3s are done. 3 is celebrating in the corner here. Here I need a 1 and 4. 1 and 4. I don't think that's resolved. Here we need 0, 4, 5. It's really, scanning 0 to 5 is so much harder because I'm not used to it. That's 1, that's 0. That's not a 0. So it's a 4 or 5 pair, making that 1 and 4. This is our final digit of a 1. All right, here we get the 4 and the 1. We get the 5 and the 4, the 2 and the 5. This is 2. This is 0, and we're done. All right. Cool puzzle, Stuart. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, just the fact of making it 0 to 5, maybe you have to kind of relearn how X sums work. All the rules are different. But yeah, I think I got there in a nice way. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, want to leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.